Hi there, I'm Alistair Atkin from Atkin Guitars down in Canterbury. Guitar makers to the stars.
And me.
And Boo, yeah. So today I have a good friend of mine, Boo Hewerdine, who's been playing locally, and when someone's travelling near us on tour, I'll see whether they want to come in and do one of these videos. So you've been pulled in again to do a video.
Well, the last time was 14 years ago, apparently.
14 years.
14 years ago. I've been waiting in reception ever since. So.
You wrote a song then, I seem to remember.
I did, yeah, which I remember I was quite pleased with, and you just went, oh, that's weird. But I put it on a record anyway.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. You might do one today. You never know.
Who knows, yeah.
Who knows? But so I think we first met each other, I'm guessing 20, 25 years ago? I think.
Yes, I remember the first time I bought a guitar from you and it was delivered. I was being managed by people called Ignition, who manage Oasis to this day.
Right.
And it was delivered, I think it's 2001.
I think, yeah, that's the date.
I remember it arriving in reception there.
I remember arriving at reception.
Yes, it was you. You actually brought it.
I came up on the train back in the days when it used to take 2 hours to get to London.
Oh my Lord, thank you so much.
I got up there, I thought, oh, exciting. I was quite a fan of Boo's, and didn't even bloody come out and talk to me. No.
Was I not there?
No, well, you were there, but you wouldn't come out. I think you were in a meeting. So anyway, we're here now.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all
so
right.
You've been bitter about that ever since?
I'm getting more and more bitter and twisted. Yeah.
That's still my favourite guitar. I don't take it out on tour. It's my favourite, and it's been broken twice on airplanes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay. I love it.
No, I think we saw it a little while ago, and I was surprised that it was still up and running. So did you go and watch? Do you still have a connection with Oasis?
Yes, I got tickets to see Oasis.
Good.
And yeah, really good. I really enjoyed Richard Ashcroft, who was on before.
Oh,
and I was not expecting to enjoy him quite so much.
Had you seen him before?
I hadn't, no. But my friend has produced him and kept saying, "Oh, you should go and see him. He's really good." And I really did enjoy it, and that was a nice surprise. So.
Yeah, he's written some bangers, hasn't he?
He has. And he's very good. He's very good at the old stagecraft.
Is he?
Yeah.
I met him once at Terry Britton's recording studio in Richmond. You know Terry Britton? Wrote Love's Got to Do With It. What's Love Got to Do With It?
Yeah.
And he said, come up and meet Richard Ashcroft. Yeah. And he tried some guitars out. Didn't buy one, but he seemed like a very nice chap.
Yeah.
Very well put together individual, I thought.
Right,
sort of looked like he
Are we going to talk
salad.
about me at any point?
No, we're going to go through all the people you've met. Anyway, so 25 years-ish.
Yeah.
And you had an OM, Rosewood OM, Sitka top.
Yeah.
And it was the first, I would say the first professional musician that I'd ever sold a guitar to, apart from my friend Andy Mitchell.
Which is why I wanted one, because he came to a writing session. I signed to Chris, well, still am signed to Chrysalis Music, and they used to have a studio where you could go downstairs and write. That's gone now.
Right.
He came and we wrote. I spent a day writing. I kept marvelling at the sound of his guitar. So that's why.
Yeah. I'd been listening to the Eddi Reader stuff that sort of summer, and I remember going into Vintage and Rare in Earl's Court, and I said to Chris Trigg, he goes, "Oh yeah, well we'll put some of your guitars on the wall. We know Eric Clapton and stuff." And I remember saying to him, "Do you know, whoever plays with Eddi Reader, that's who I'd like to play my guitars."
Is that real?
It's real.
Oh my
That's
God.
real, and because I'd been wowed by the sound of those albums. They just sound incredible. So that was really...
That's weird, because you've had a lot of people through here, like my friend Anna Massey and stuff, and whatever, and they're really, really great guitar players. I'm just a songwriting guitar player. I don't really do anything. It's quite rudimentary what I do, you know?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, because if you can watch the Anna Massey video we did a little while ago, and she's incredible, isn't she?
She's amazing.
But virtuoso.
I've never seen anyone fret with their elbows as well as their hands. You know, it's incredible.
But I think we have to sort of take apart the fact that there are those types of people, and then there are the people who write songs. And
well, I would say your guitars are brilliant songwriting guitars. The songs fall out of them.
Yeah.
And joking aside, when I was here last time, you gave me a guitar to play, and then a song fell out. And I tell you what, I went to watch Anna Massey playing with a singer I really love called Hannah Rarity, and she was playing songs that Hannah and I had written.
Right.
So it's an amazing experience seeing someone play that well, but we wrote the song. So,
yeah.
You know.
But also, you write a song, and it goes off to somebody else.
Yes.
And they do their version of it.
Yes.
And they make it their own, or
yes.
they do something interesting with it. It
can't,
kind of doesn't matter how good a guitarist you are at that point, does it? And,
no, I mean, I'm not like a total idiot if that's what you're driving at.
But I've also seen you play with like Eddi in those the Robert Burns gigs.
Oh yes.
And your playing's fantastic, so you do undersell yourself. So
well, but I've never considered myself a guitar player. Not like, and I've got really good friends who are like Chris Drever's one of my best pals, and he's incredible. They're all incredible. So, but I feel like I'm in a different space.
Yeah.
But that's all right. I like.
But that's like Bob Dylan, really, isn't it? You wouldn't put him up as the best guitarist in the world.
No.
But,
my friend John Kelly, I don't know if you'd have to chop this out, but he engineered Live at the Budokan 2, a less well-known album.
Right.
And there was a song with an orchestra in E flat. So all he did was just move the little triangle up. Yeah. he said that was quite hard to mix, that one.
But again, so it's an interesting thing. So you've been. When did you write your first song?
Oh, I wrote songs before I could play guitar.
Yeah.
And I would go and sing them to local groups, which is I was a very shy, spotty young individual, but I just would go and say, oh, I've written a song, and they say, okay, and I'd just stand in their living room and sing it to them, and amazingly people started doing them.
That's incredible, isn't it?
So I didn't start playing guitar till I was like 19, you know.
Really? Quite late then?
Yeah, very late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only because I was getting frustrated when I'd sing and then they'd do it and they'd go, oh, that's not right. So I started learning guitar, yeah.
And can you do you know how many songs you've written? Is there a sort of a list? Because do you publish everything that you write?
No, I don't publish everything, no, but all I've published, it's over 2,000, I know that.
Yeah, over 2,000?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's...
yeah, it's like a horrible tick, I can't help it. But I got stuck recently, so I went away for 3 days and just locked myself in a room all by myself. And I'm really back into that mode because I do so many songs. I can write with other people really easily, but writing by myself has always been a struggle.
So are you saying it took you 3 days to get over writer's block?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Because that's pretty quick, isn't it? For some.
Well, I just knew I only had those 3 days. But if someone had walked in and said, "I want to write a song with you about ostriches," it would have come out just like that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's always been the.
Do you write? How involved do you get in if you're doing a songwriting collaboration? Are you writing words and music, or?
Yeah. Each one's different. Yeah. One of my favourite people to write with is a man called Brian Johnson, and he doesn't really play. He comes up with some really nice lyric ideas, but we write songs really well together. But I guess I'll do all the music. But he sort of he shouts at me.
Yeah.
That's how we write.
Yeah.
He says things like, "No, don't do that." So it's like every situation is different, isn't it?
Yeah. So just sort of...
and like so with Chris Difford that I work with, he sends me words, I send back finished songs, and there are some people where I do it the other way around. There's lots of different ways of doing it.
So if I was looking at your Wikipedia earlier on, so I thought I would reacquaint myself with who you've written with. But I did find this. It says he's been described as one of Britain's most consistently accomplished songwriters. Do you know who said that? Was it you?
No, it wasn't me. I don't know who said it. No.
But I mean, and so I've got Eddi Reader. So that was that your biggest break at the time?
Well, in a way, my getting a deal for my band which was before that, my band called The Bible. We made an indie album, and it was in the indie charts for ages, and because of that, we got a major deal, and because of that, I met Steve Earle, and because of that, blah blah blah. It's always because of. So when they split up, I met Eddi. It's a long story how I met her, but it was in Windmill Lane in Dublin, and she said, "I haven't got a band anymore," and I said, "Well, my band split up basically, why don't you have them? So her first band was the McCall brothers from the Bible, and that's how I met her. So I guess it was a break, but everything always seemed to inch along. But yes, I've been playing with her for over 30 years, and it's always an adventure. I feel very, very fortunate and lucky because we've had so much fun over the years, you know.
Well, she's also, if no one's seen Eddi Reader play live, it's well worth going to see, isn't it?
She's the best. She's just the best singer, and she's incredible stage craft. So we go on and we don't have a set list. We don't know what's going to happen, but she's got this incredible instinct of what makes a show.
That's great, isn't it?
And I mean, I don't have set lists when I play live. Obviously, I play much smaller places, but I really like that sense of jeopardy. But there are very few people who are brave enough to do that, you know.
Yeah, I saw Bruce Hornsby last year, and I think he does that. People throw notes up onto the stage.
So he just goes for it.
Yeah. But yeah, her performance style is one of those ones where it really just takes you on a journey, isn't it? And you're with her for the night, and it's
and
you're in safe hands.
I think you hear so many great singers and players and stuff, but if that's a different skill, is holding a room, you know.
Yeah. So the big song was "Patience of Angels" at the beginning, wasn't it?
Yes,
of
that was
relationship.
that was actually written for my old band, but they didn't particularly care for it. And then she did a sort of Scottish version of Later with Jules Holland. It was called No Stilettos. And she played it on there, and that was the beginning of things. I still like playing that song, which is weird because it's been so long, but I still like playing that one.
I mean, you've recorded it yourself a couple of times, have you? Or
just once, really, maybe on a live album, but just once.
Yeah, and I mean, it's got a different treatment to hers, which is really nice to hear as well. Bit more, maybe drum machiney. I seem to remember.
That record was. I made a record of songs that other people had recorded. It's called Harmonograph, and Neil McCall, who was in the Bible with me, produced that. And basically we just had a room full of toys, so some of the drum machines. In fact, I did the drumming on that album When There's Real Drums, which I remember the horror on the engineer's face when he first heard me behind the kit.
You're building a shed?
Yeah. I'm knocking it down.
So and then I mean, this list is pretty extensive, isn't it? There's let me find the list, because I remember when I first met you, and back in the days when everyone had websites, and there'd be, I don't know, do you still use a website in the same way?
Not really. I know that one exists, but it probably was I don't know, someone else updates it maybe once a decade.
Right. But like, there's playing with Tori Amos or supporting Tori Amos.
That was fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's incredible. There was all the songwriting credit. Well, Martha Wainwright and Richard Thompson played on one of your albums.
That they did, yes. That's the first record she ever sang on, Martha, and the Wainwrights lived in a brownstone, I think they're called, in Montreal. And we went to Montreal to mix my album because it was cheaper than using a London studio.
Wow.
And so I stayed in, he wasn't there, but I stayed in Rufus's room.
Right.
And I heard her making up her famous sweary song.
Oh, yeah.
You know the one I mean, don't you?
There is no word you can say.
No, you can tap your foot to it.
That's a 20-year-old album now, I think. I think she's out on tour.
Yeah,
celebrating
so
that.
She was making that. I could hear it coming through from her room, and then she came in and sang on the record. And Richard Johnson was on the record before that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was sort of saying last night when I was playing this really brilliant Roslyn Court, wonderfully eccentric, beautiful place, is the reason I do this. I mean, obviously I want to keep a roof over my head, but it's all about adventure for me and what strange situations I can find myself in. So finding myself in the Wainwright's brownstone in Montreal, it's just so brilliantly weird. I love it, you know. So.
Well, also when you think of how much music came out of that family, and the Connecting families as well.
Well, and actually the McCalls, who played in the Bible, you know, they're the sons of Ewan McCall and Peggy Seeger. They're connected to them, and it's
like weird aristocracy.
It is. And the other
folk
the
music.
other was the Campbells, who ended up being UB40, but that they were the other family.
Really?
Did you not know?
No,
that?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
No. So what's their?
Their dad was one of the royal family of folk, and I always think they were really good at singers.
Yeah.
So,
They've written some crackers, haven't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So yeah, and then you've got Leonard Cohen, who was also involved in that whole. Montreal
the Canadian thing. Yeah.
Was pretty full on at that time.
So I've toured with Loudon Wainwright as well, and I've toured with Susie Roche Wainwright as well.
Right. Yeah.
So I've got nearly the full set.
Yeah. But then, so you went on to, you'd be called in to write with people if they're having an album, or they're doing an album and they need some...
Well, they'll ask me, and it's still the most amazing privilege, and you don't half raise your game when that happens. So just, I've been writing things for Heidi Talbot for quite a while, Irish singer who I really, really like, one of my best friends, and she asked me just a few weeks ago, can you write a couple of songs? And he got his first radio play last night.
Excellent.
It's a song that didn't exist like 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's the adventure for me, you know.
Yeah.
And it sounded dead good, so that was nice. Yeah.
No, I mean, So there's what's the Canadian country singer? Is she Canadian?
Canadian. Katie Lang.
Katie Lang as well.
Well, that was a strange. So she was doing an album about smoking. And it's called Drag,
right?
And I had a song that I'd written with Gary Clark called Last Cigarette, and it was sort of punted to her, and she recorded it, which kind of blew my mind because she'd already got a song called Last Cigarette, so she's got two songs called Last Cigarette. One mine and one, I don't know, an earlier one.
Yeah,
I love her version. It's incredible. What a singer.
Yeah.
So I met her at Ronnie Scott's, and I was meant to play with her at the launch of Drag there, and I practiced it with her, and then the idea was I was to come out after she'd done 3 with the piano player, and I was waiting backstage, so I didn't see this, but she fell off her stool. Oh
dear.
And she left.
Oh, that was over.
Yeah,
game over.
So there I was, just waiting for my big moment in front of the world's press. But she toppled off her stool, which always made me nervous about stools, you know.
Oh,
and well. I never saw her again.
No, really?
Ever, no.
Oh, well, you never know. You might meet her again.
I mean, if you fall off a stool now, hopefully you'll still stay
I'll
in
talk
contact.
to you, don't worry.
Yeah,
hopefully you'll help me up. But maybe that's what she wanted, you to pick her up or something.
Well, I didn't know she'd fallen off, did I? I was behind a sort of cloth.
Oh, well.
Screen.
So, anyway,
we've been through this so many times.
So there's all this... constant songwriting, and then...
here's a good one, you'll enjoy this.
Right, go on.
I was at you know T-Bay. Do you know what T-Bay is?
No.
It's the best motorway service station in the country.
Right.
It's
where is it?
It's
is it the
it's
start?
in Cumbria.
Right.
It's brilliant. It's got a duck pond. It's got the best food. It's like paradise.
Yeah.
It's heaven, but a service station, which does exist. And I was sitting there having a sausage sandwich, and I got a message from Chris Difford saying, I'm writing songs with Europe, you know.
The band?
Yeah, Final Countdown. Yeah.
Wow.
And he said they want me to write a song about the Magna Carta. And I said, all right. And then the next text said, I don't know anything about the Magna Carta. Can you do it? So while I was having my sausage sandwich, I wrote this song, which they then called Kingdom United, which was not my title, of course, and about the Magna Carta. I did in the time it took me to eat a sausage sandwich. I did that and sent it in, and it was on their last album. And the only thing that really upsets me, it's very heavy, and I mentioned Agincourt, you know, where the archers. Yeah. He sings Agincourt. If I'd been in the room, do you know what I mean?
Cleared it, sorted that.
Yeah.
So you're on the new Europe album?
Yeah.
Well, that's why. How did Chris get that then?
I don't really know. I get texts from Chris all the time, so I just thought I didn't even. I thought he might be pulling my leg or something.
Got on with it. So Chris Difford from Squeeze, you've done a lot of work with him.
4 albums.
4 albums.
Yeah, he's just finished a new album called What Happened. It's not out yet, but I think it's his best lyrics. It's very, very autobiographical about growing up in South London, and I just think it's the most touching, funniest, strangest lyrics he's written since I've known him. I
Really?
like it, yeah.
His solo albums are fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, and this new one I've produced too. But Neil McCall, who was in the band with me, has produced this one. And sometimes I like to step out, especially if I've written something.
Yeah.
Because if you write something and then produce it, sometimes you can get a bit stuck in a mindset. So Neil did them in very different ways from the way they were written, and I think it was better for it, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So you tour with Chris?
With Chris Drever.
Chris Difford. Heidi Talbot. Eddi Reader.
Eddi Reader. I'm going to start touring with a man called Reg Muros.
Right.
I tour with a woman called Yvonne Lyon, which is a project we did about second-hand books. We just finished that, which I love that tour. I also tour with Brooks Williams.
State of the Union.
And I also tour with a wonderful singer from Shetland called Jenny Sturgeon, and we made an electronica album. So it's a whole different world. And we've just done a tour with that as well in June. So I just like.
How many nights are you at home a year?
I'm home more than you'd think because I'll keep them relatively short. So this run I'm doing now, I'm going to be home Monday.
Yeah.
I like being at home. So although I work a lot, I don't sort of hang about in hotels and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
So you can do it. So I'm home way more than I am away. It's just I've got lots of projects that interest me. I also do songwriting workshops, residential ones. That'll be 5 days or whatever, or sometimes just 1 day ones. I do a lot of that. I do a lot of producing. I'm busy every day.
Yeah.
But the aim is to get home.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. You used to live in Cambridge.
Yes.
Or on Ely, but then you relocated up to Glasgow.
Yes. I was in a park a few years ago in Glasgow because I work quite a lot in Glasgow and a lot of people I know there. And I met 5 people. It was like a 20-minute walk. I met 5 people who were friends in this park, and I thought, what the hell am I doing in a place where even the postman backs away, you know?
Yeah.
So we just did it, and it's the best thing ever. And then 2 weeks after I'd moved in, by pure coincidence, my best friend from school moved in the block opposite.
Wow.
I can see into his living room. So it's just like it's meant to be sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. And every year they have the, is it Celtic?
Celtic Connections.
Celtic Connections.
January, yeah.
And that's 3 weeks, is it? Or?
Yeah, and from about now, we're all trying to get a gig there.
Right.
We're all doing it. And there's a man called Donaldson. He's bombarded with reasons why he should put on our gigs, you know.
Yeah. And then there's people travelling in from the States and all over. Yeah. And it's just a sort of it's 3 week.
It's a genius idea to have a folk festival in the middle of winter in Glasgow. You think that's insane, but it's actually, I think, some of the most fun I've ever had. It's calmed down a bit. It used to be quite held in a hotel called the Central Hotel, which was the station is you know, one of those old Victorian station hotels.
Yeah.
It's now very fancy and been done up.
Okay.
But it'd fallen into some remarkable disrepair. That you see rats running down corridors and stuff like that. It was some of the most drunken, debauched nights I've ever seen. And I was there the night that it went bankrupt, and they briefly chained the doors shut while we were all still in there pissed. So, but it's much more sedate now.
Oh, okay. So they're still using it, but
no, they don't use it for the festival anymore. It's a really fancy boutique hotel. So it moves around there. It just moves around town, and it's lovely. It's brilliant. But they were so debauched and crazy those days. I remember that.
Yeah. So this, I think, is probably the 4th or 5th guitar we've made you. Is it
5th guitar?
Yeah.
One of them I had to sell during lockdown due to penury, which causes me grief to this day.
Yeah.
Because the man who bought it, I don't know if he even uses it.
Right.
Another similar time of penury, I used to have a J200 that used to belong to Brendan Croker. Do you remember him? Notting Hillbillies.
Oh, yeah.
With
Mark
Knopfler. And I sold it to a man. I did a gig at Glastonbury. I went to the car park and sold my guitar. That's how bad things were.
Oh, yeah.
And until relatively recently, he used to send me pictures of it hanging on his wall, and he doesn't play it. It's just a decoration.
That's nice,
It is nice, yeah. I appreciate every now and then I was feeling like a bit down. One of his pictures would arrive.
Great.
Lift my spirits. So,
so do you want to play us a couple of tunes?
Yes.
Have you been writing something new, or do you want to give us...
No, I'll do. I don't know how well it will go.
Or, yeah.
Well, no one wants to hear those.
I don't know. You do whatever you like, anyway.
Well, I like this one. This is about swifts, the birds. Did you know that swifts, that they sleep when they're flying, right? That they can sleep with half their brain and then switch over to the other half.
That's insane, isn't it?
That is good. Very clever.
Yeah.
So I've written a song. That rather tedious information doesn't appear in it. But
Sounds a bit like Margaret Thatcher to me. She used to do something similar, I think, didn't she?
I don't think I'm ever going to play this song again.
Go on.
So I did this last night, and an older lady came up to the merch table and tried to buy it, and I said, well, it's only 3 days old. But rather than accept that, she decided to have an argument with me. It must do. Oh no, okay.
She'll be able to hear it now on this, won't she? So.
Yeah, I'm sure she's always on your website.
She must be, I guess. I'll go down there and find her.
Yeah.
Soaring, swooping, you never touch the ground. I hear the endless song you sing, asleep on the wing, turning, tumbling, a way that you have found to hide away from everything, asleep on the wing, and all that makes you happy, and all that leaves you sad, and all that brings you wonder, the life you never had. Sometimes, do you ever miss the ground and the peace that only earth can bring, asleep on the wing, asleep on the wing.
It's the morning after gig voice. Sorry about that.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's nice when they come because you write and they're a bit fancy, and then when you get a simple one that's not simple, that's when it feels like you're hitting the right place. And that was the first time I played it in front of people.
Yeah.
Last night, and I could just feel that. Well, obviously among the older
It
community, it works. Yeah.
So, how many do you write? If you're always writing. How many do you actually use?
How many do I use? Oh, not so many. But there's a brilliant thing. It's a brilliant songwriter called Beth Nielsen Chapman. I don't know if you know her.
I do, yeah.
And I was talking to her, and she calls those ones you put to one side. You finish them, or you try and finish them. You put them to one side. She calls them office songs. It's like you're just keeping good at what you do.
Right. Yeah.
And quite often you never use them again. But every now and then, you'll go, ooh, and you'll use it. There's a riff that I'd had since I was 19, and I never found a way of using it, and it got used on a record last year.
Yeah.
I'd had that since I was 19.
Yeah.
Never got to use it, and then
Suddenly.
I took it off the shelf and it got used. So.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, so you do write a lot that never gets heard, but you've got to keep your you got to. I think why I had to go away for a few days is it's like a muscle. If you don't look after it, you know.
It's like training, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It's like you've got to be match fit in order for it to. Yeah.
Because when you are match fit, the idea might come, but the mechanics don't get in the way.
Yeah.
You can just do it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's the idea that's important, not the how many verses, not all that stuff. If that stuff becomes natural through training almost, so you're just focused on the idea.
Do you ever think like, I'm a songwriter. This is what I do. I'm comfortable with that. Do you feel comfortable with it all? Is that voice going, oh, this is shit?
Oh yeah, totally, all
yeah.
the time. You're always thinking, well, no, this one will be a good one. You always do that. You always. The idea is to get better.
Yeah.
The idea is to explore. I mean,
well, otherwise you'd never do it, would you?
No, or you repeat yourself, or which I probably do, but I don't mean to. And working in ways that are uncomfortable, like the electronica record I did with Jenny, or working with people that you admire so much it makes you raise your game, which I think of as Pete Wilson, who's Duke Special. Yeah. That's something that we did. We wrote an album together which is called Under the Dark Cloth, which was recorded with an orchestra. And I found that every time we sat together, I've got so much admiration for him that I was being better, you know. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's great, isn't it? Also, I think the fact that I've never had any success, I have no laurels to rest on. I mean, do you talk about hits or yeah, yeah. I mean, I've had some in the. I've had some, but I've never. I still work to survive. Yeah. And I think that adds to it. Yeah. I think if I've got friends who had big hits in the 80s or whatever, and they're sort of thinking about recreating that. There's nothing for me to recreate. So I think that helps me. Well, yeah, it's quite a common thing, isn't it? Someone did all their best work 30 years ago, and they've been trying to sort of either not bother recapturing it or trying to get back. That's not. There were people last night very nostalgic about my old band, and that's great, and that made me really happy. But I think, well, I know I'm doing better stuff now. It's not even a question, you know. Yeah. And I play them, and I go, oh, look, they're having a go. Mm-hmm. Wow. Do you want to sing another one? Yeah, I could do. I mean, do you want to do? You choose what you want to do. I could do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a song that I'm very fond of, which I wrote with this man Brian Johnson, and it's about a photographer called Vivian Mayer, and she was a street photographer in the 60s and 70s and 80s in Chicago. Is there a documentary about her? And they found all her stuff after she died. It's incredible, isn't it? It's absolutely incredible. Yeah. And her photographs were great because she had one of these cameras like that, so people didn't know they were being photographed. Yeah. And Brian came to me and said, let's write some songs about her, and we took them from photographs. So she can be really quite inspiring sometimes, and her life as well, because she was a very strange woman. For example, she pretended to be French and spoken in French. She wasn't. No. And was she a nanny as well? She was a nanny. Yeah, yeah. And I think that's something that you and I could try. Yeah. I might try it for today, see how it goes. Oh, where? Yeah. And there's a photograph of a young woman getting into a taxi in a huge white dress. It's really capturing image, and she's obviously had a brilliant night. So, and this, Brian, this is because of you. Thank you.
Taxi, take me to a bar where the street lights dance beneath the stars. A girl needs to have fun, the night is young. Barkeep, fix me a Manhattan. When in Rome, something's gonna happen. Between the moon and sun, the night is young, so young. Hey Joe, Can I get a light? It's my last cigarette. Then I'll call it a night. Well, maybe just another one. After all, the night is young. Taxi, dawn's gonna break. This city never sleeps, it's always awake. So let the meter run. The night is young, so young. Let the meter run. The night is young. The night is young. The night is young.
Fantastic. See, you can hear so many different people doing that song, can't
Yeah,
you?
and people have,
Yeah, have they? Yeah.
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 There's a brilliant thing that Paul Simon once said is the art of songwriting is making the complicated sound simple.
Yeah.
And it's like, so it's got lots of fancy bits in it and stuff, but it's actually a really simple thing. And I've heard other people do it and they do different chords, different time signatures. But a song, you can't break a song.
No.
You can do it in any, you know, like My Way by Frank Sinatra and My Way by the Sex Pistols. It's the same song.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
So I really like it when someone does a song and I go, "Oh, I wouldn't have done that. That's great."
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, where are you off to next? Because you're hot footing it somewhere else.
I'm going to Suffolk. And I'm going to a station called Campsie Hills.
Right.
I'm being picked up and then taken to a place called Folk at the Froys.
Right.
That's my day.
Been there before?
I have with Heidi Talbot.
Yeah.
And we had a very lovely time. And then I'm going to go and see my eldest too.
Yeah.
And then I'm going up to Barrow and Furness. And I'm doing a workshop in Edinburgh, then I'm going home.
Right.
Okay.
Busy man.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, it's always nice to see you.
It's very nice to see you.
Yeah.
And I'm really amazed that I can just pick whichever one I want and take it home with
Exactly.
me.
I know, it works out well, doesn't it? That's what you get when you do a
that's
video like
really-
this.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I like that green one.
Yeah, well, that's yours then.
That's mine.
Yeah, yeah.
And does a case come with it as
Yeah,
well?
you get the case. Yeah,
Thank
and I'll
you.
drive you to the station.
Yes. Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. We've also got a web shop, so you can buy some t-shirts, some hats, plectrums. I'm going to give you a plectrum. Do you use plectrums?
I do.
Have an Atkin plectrum.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
That really matches the guitar.
It does, doesn't it? Tortoise shell and green is perfect.
It's great.
Well, thank you, Boo, for coming down to see us.
Alice.
And
here's to the next 25 years.
exactly. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Take care.
All right, see you.